Welcome to Rebel Chaser. My name is Gail, and I've got a video for you from Referee Winther in Michigan. He has some issues to work out with this couple. I'll let you guys watch.
And that is case number 1100221 DM Waitira versus Waitira.
All right, looks like first on my list, or first on my screen, I should say, is Elizabeth Waitira. Miss Waitira, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Next on my screen is Elias Waitira. Mr. Waitira, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I have read your motion, Mr. Waitira. Did you get a copy of that as well, Miss Waitira?
No, I did not.
Oh, that's unfortunate. So it says here, at least on the copy of what we call the renotice of motion, it says that that Mr. Waitira served a copy of this renotice of hearing on the other party by first-class mail, and that went to an address on, is it Chryslin?
Yep.
In Grand Rapids?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my address.
Okay. Let's see why that didn't get there. When did you mail that out? It says you mailed that out, Mr. Waitira, on the 14th of February. Is that true?
That is true. And I also do have a receipt from the post office.
Oh, okay. So what did the post office say? That Miss Waitira got it?
I went to the post office, mailed it, and I don't know why she didn't get it. I did what I was.
Did you didn't send it certified, did you?
No, I mailed it first class mail that I was required
Okay, all
by
right,
law.
all right. So they wouldn't have any type of card saying that she got it, and you mailed that on Valentine's Day, right?
That is correct.
All right. Any idea, Miss Waitira, maybe somebody digging into your mail that you don't know about? What's going on?
No, and I've checked for it every day. Like I have because I get the USPS informed in my email, and it's like not in any of my emails. Like I went back all the way to Valentine's Day.
Okay.
So I don't know why I didn't get it. Like the 2127 is my address.
Yeah.
And I've gotten other court documents for my other son at that address. Like since then, I got guardianship paperwork from the courthouse at that address.
Well, let me ask you this, Mr. Waitira, because I'm looking at the motion itself, and that lists a different address. That has Forest Hills Avenue.
So last time we met, I had sent that to the last known address, which was required by law.
Yeah.
And then she said that she had a different address. So we rescheduled this motion for today and mail everything to the Chryslin address that she offered.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you're not getting that. That seems kind of odd to me.
I also don't understand why he just didn't send it like a copy over or give me a copy. It's not like we're not like we have conversations. Like I don't understand. Like why can't you just give me a copy so I can at least read it and know what's coming?
Yeah, what's going on? I mean, you see one another quite a bit?
No,
We
I
don't
haven't
see
seen
each other in person. We talk, like communicate over the phone and on text. And I mean, I I just saw Luke last night. Luke is with him this week, but he stopped by to pick up his uniform.
First of all, who's Luke?
Oh, I'm sorry. That would be LJ. Sorry.
Okay, that's all right. I just wanted to remind you. So one of the things, what I don't understand, I mean, do you communicate via email? Does he have your email address?
He does.
Have
He
you
has
sent
my
it?
phone number. He has my, like, he texts me. He comes over and has coffee with my stepdad. Like, I don't understand why it's so hard for him to give me court documents. Like, and for him to be like, oh, I mailed it to the Forest Hill address you lived at last year. And I gave him, when I moved to the other address, I was like, hey, we're building a house. I don't get mail at the property right now. We're staying at my mother-in-law's when we can't stay at the property. Like, these are all things that he knows.
Okay, so you're not, the Chrysalin address is not accepting mail yet, or is that your,
No, that's where all my mail goes. That's my mother-in-law's house.
okay. All right.
I bought land in Comstock Park, and I'm in the process of building, but I'm trying to do it not with loans. So it's going to take me a little bit of time.
Okay. Um, when do you plan to go over there again, Mr. Wachira?
I'm not planning on going over there. I'm required by law to send it first class mail.
Yeah,
Uh,
but
to the-
I don't need a refresher course on the law, okay? You don't have to do that for me.
okay.
I know it.
Yeah.
And then you also know that it's my call to make as to whether a motion proceeds here today, because one party doesn't know what the other party's doing. That's important to me because I read your motion. This isn't um, this isn't a simple matter. I'm going to go through this briefly in this Wachira. After I'm done, you tell me if you need if you need some time, and I may give it to you. But this motion was previously adjourned from February 14. According to the motion, a judgment was entered giving physical custody to plaintiff mother, and apparently, according to the motion anyway, it says plaintiff is homeless and staying in a shelter, and and can't give, or that Mr. Wachira can give temporary custody while we're doing all this. Any of this ringing a bell with you, Ms. Wachira?
Yeah. So, we are technically homeless because we are living on the property that I purchased that doesn't have an address. But we were living in a camper and the water pump went out, and there isn't any affordable housing to rent. So we are technically homeless. And we, because the water pump went out and just of some financial situations, we did stay at Mel Trotter for a weekend.
Okay, so has that been resolved?
Yeah, it's been resolved. Like, I reached out and all of us are staying at my parents right now until I can get the money together to either repair my camper so I can move back out to the property or purchase a new one.
Okay,
It's going to take time because I'm permanently disabled now because of a medical reaction last year
see,
to medication.
the problem is that one of the best interest factors for me to look at for as far as custody is stability of the housing or proposed home.
Yeah.
I can't um, I can't have a situation where I have kids staying in shelters, staying in campers, staying here, and waiting until the pot at the end of the rainbow surfaces, and you have enough money to do these things. I My
Yeah.
question for you is this: is why haven't you and Mr. Wachira talked about a situation where uh, your child can stay with him while you're waiting for all this stuff. And then once you get all this stuff, then the child comes back with you. I mean, have you guys discussed that possibility?
There have been times that Luke has gone and stayed with his dad for extended, like when school first started, he was staying with his dad. Like I don't, we've had these arrangements, and it's just, I don't, I just feel like he's just trying to hurt me by bringing me to court to like force this. I don't know. Like, I've got enough going on. I have reached out for help from him. And then, so this is how he thanks me. Like, I'm going through a really difficult season. And yes, I did reach out. I asked for help.
Right.
And he's taken me to court to legally make sure so yeah. Yep.
Well, it's not,
He
it's not,
knows. I've communicated everything with him. And yep, this is his, yep. So this just tracks for the 17 years that I've been dealing with this man.
okay.
So, yep.
Well,
Yep, I
did
was
that.
there and I had his back when he was going through some crap, but yep. He just wants to, yep. That's all right.
Are you currently working?
I am not.
Okay.
I'm trying to, I am in the process of getting disability
Okay.
because
How about you, Mr. Wachira? Are you currently working?
I am working.
Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is this. I could have everybody come back and we can keep going through this, but it sounds like there is least proper cause or change of circumstance and take a look at this. So I'm going to send it for an evaluation with the friend of the court relative to custody support, parenting time. They can tell me what's going on. Until then, you both are going to have to do what's in your son's best interest. I don't want kids living in tents, trailers, campers, that type of thing. So if it requires that he stay temporarily with his father, then that's so be it. But there's a whole line of cases. Thoreau versus Dorr, 137, Michigan Appeal 147, that once, if that's what a parent does, because we want our parents to do this, if that's what a parent does, it places a child with another parent saying, okay, once I get back on my feet, I'm coming back, then I generally will put the kid back. That way, everybody's back to where they started. But I will have the front of the court tell me what's going on with that. I'm also going to order the fees to be paid by the defendant, and just make sure that the FOC has the proper information, so because they don't forward mail.
they
And
do. I received documents from them too at that address.
okay. Well, hopefully we'll see if we can't get this squared up for you two, but you two can always square these things up together. I hope that you take the opportunity to do it. I wish you the best with your disability claim this year, and you should be hearing from the friend of the court shortly. So thank you both very much. You can sign off and we're adjourned.
Thank you.
Well, first, if the tables were turned and Dad was either staying in a homeless shelter or staying in a camper, Mom would probably be going back to court to stop his visitation. So Dad's not doing anything wrong here. But what I don't understand is thinking that you can stay on a piece of property that doesn't have utilities to it, and you are staying in a camper. And it's not, I mean, when I hear camper, I think of, the camper that goes on the back of a pickup truck. How can she has more than one child, and she's got, I think, either a husband or maybe she doesn't have a husband, maybe she's living with just her kids. But how can 3 people live in a camper on the back of a pickup? So I'm really hoping that it's more of like, a trailer camper, something larger than what I'm envisioning. I don't know why she didn't say trailer or RV, but whatever. But the other question I have is, if you don't have the funds to fix your camper so that you can stay on it, how are you going to build a house? Do you know how astronomically expensive it is to build a house? Just the cost of lumber is, if you can even get it sometimes. So, I don't know what she's thinking, but I don't think Dad's doing anything wrong other than the fact that he could just hand her the court documents or email them to her. Maybe he doesn't have them on an electronic copy and he has to mail them. Maybe, I don't know, but I don't understand that either. Sorry, Mom, I don't understand why he didn't email them or why he can't hand them to you. Maybe it's because you guys don't get along. So that could be it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.